That's what we do.
Reseal. Let's go.
I told y'all.
Shout out to Burke.
Pay attention.
I'm done doing what I've been doing. From here on, everything gonna be different.
So you thinking me and you good now?
Like I said, Kanan, we got a lot to talk about.
I don't take nothing from her no more. I'm trying to make my own money.
What's going on, YouTube? We back in the Low Key Cave, Keyshawn Nimes YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key, and we back with another TV show review. Power Book 3, Raising Kanan Season 3, Home Sweet Home Episode 1. Definitely one of my most anticipated, if not the most anticipated TV show I was looking forward to, and I've always said this, and this first episode proved my point. Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, is the best spinoff in the Power universe. And this show, I've been saying this has the potential to be better than the original Power. That's how I feel about it. And for everybody out there that keep saying, I want to see them go ahead and like Kanan and them be already like basically on some evil and demon time type of shit, I'm good with the character development. I don't need them turning into that yet. I'm good with the slow process that we are getting with the development of Kanan and Jukebox, because we ain't even got to the height of them and them just being deep in the streets, like all the way in the streets. We kind of get into that point with Kanan, but Jukebox ain't nowhere near that, and let alone them just being evil. You got to remember, these niggas was evil. They didn't give two fucks about nothing, and all that development we get in for that build up just to see that climax of why they turned into that. And once again, it's a dread too, because once again you got these development relationships. Look at Jukebox and Marvin and how they done became so much closer, but we know this shit is not gonna end well. But yeah, I just wanted to get that on my chest a little bit first, because I'm good with what we got, and the whole thing we're ready to see a young Ghost and young Tommy. We not gonna get that no time soon. We ain't got Breeze yet, so what y'all talking about Ghost and Tommy for? Anyway, man, going into this first episode, we got Rock. Everybody pretty much trying to get their story straight because of the situation that happened with the Italians coming after Rock and everything she had going on with her organizations. First off, Marvin is alive. Marvin is good. We got my boy in the wheelchair helping Marvin out. So we pretty much clearing houses and making sure everybody got their story straight. Rock, it's really her and the relationship between Kanan and the fact that Kanan is straight up done. And he letting it all out, because Rock try to have somewhat of a meeting at the new spot or whatever after everything kind of settles down, and she going through the whole police investigation or whatever, and them questioning her about everything that happened with her being shot or whatever, and the dead Italians at her house. So it's a lot going on. Of course, Unique not nowhere in sight. We're going to get to him. But it's really just what's going on with Kanan and Rock, and the fact that Kanan is done. He's not trying to hear nothing Rock got to say. He feel like everything that comes out of her mouth is a lie. It's done. Even when Jukebox tries to pretty much have a conversation with him about giving her another chance and this and the third, he's just not trying to hear it. So now he's pretty much setting himself up at Famous's spot. But they got a lot going on because your boy Famous pretty much got an eviction notice. But Kanan is saying he's trying to run his own organization now. He's trying to get his own thing going. They even trying to see if they can buy product off whoever Famous was buying weed from. The thing about it is he don't trust Famous because he think Famous gonna smoke his shit up. And even Famous, I give credit to Famous. Famous telling Kanan, like, nigga, I'm not the guy that's out here hustling. I'm just not that person. I'm not made for it. But once again, it's that dread, because you can see a setup where this is going to be Kanan's. I can see Kanan taking out everybody, going into like a final season of Power Book 3 or whatever, and him going into that mode of just taking everybody out, including Howard, his mom, his uncles. And I even think that's going to be something that ends up happening between him and Jukebox that drive that kind of wedge between them two, because I could just see him killing somebody or manipulating her into killing somebody that she care about, because that's who he is. In the original Power, that's what type of person he is. But you see that manipulation though comes from his mama. That comes from Rock. And you see how that indwelled in him and how he develops that, especially in the original Power. But I'm ready to see what more that come from, especially Breeze. and how that starts to get into him, and he get that type of understanding as far as the street hustle and all of that, and even somewhat of him turning into that killer instinct that he gonna have. And like I said, even that with Jukebox. But yeah, man, he not trying to hear nothing Rock got to say. He's out of there. He's trying to do stuff on his own now, and that's kind of us going into that process of really raising Kanan, him raising himself. But we also got him and Howard having a little meet up with Kanan because they trying to make sure everybody on the same page with everything that's going on. And Kanan, hey, he letting it know, and he speaking the truth. He like, your girl Burke, as far as old girl, she still on it. She know everything. She putting two to two together. She know everything. And even Howard telling Kanan, like, yo, she not on the force no more. She not even part of the investigation, anything. She's being investigated. Kanan telling him, like, I'm telling you, that ain't even gonna matter. This is how focused she is on this. This is how hard-headed she is. And your girl Burke, man. Burke. Oh, man. We're going to get to her. She don't want to listen. You got multiple people, multiple seasons of people telling her, yo, chill, stop. It even come to a point where her own father has to tell her, like, nigga, don't nobody care about Howard. Shut up. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. We about to have this ID investigation going on with you, and he makes it even clear to her, like, they not investigating Howard, they investigating you. Everything is on you. And your girl Burke is still on it. She's still trying to explain. Stop yelling at me, daddy. Like, nigga, no, you need to hear this. You need to listen, because everybody's looking at you. They're not worried about Howard. And I ain't even gonna front, man. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. So Howard actually seems like he does care about Burke. He did. But it seemed like it was that whole push, not from Rock, but more so Kanan, because that's who he really cares about. He cares about Kanan. And I'm going to tell you, now, I don't give two shits about Howard, bro. Howard ain't no good guy. This whole thing with the relationship between him and Rock when she was 16, that shit still on me. That ain't cool, and I'm still not with it. And that's what my whole thing with kind of my dilemma with Kanan and his whole thing with Rock is like, nigga, you on doing what you doing with Howard as far as, you know, finding out he your pops, but you still not looking at the manipulation he did with your moms as far as her age. The fact that he was using her as an informant, then he started sleeping with her, and she was still underage, and he was a goddamn detective. Like, come on now. Kanan, you kind of like being a hypocrite a little bit, man. You got to look at the situation, because the same lies that your mama was telling you is kind of the lies he was telling her. I'm just saying, man, like, it's the manipulation thing for me and his age differences. But anyway, man, your girl Burke is hard to the head. Lou, he on Kanan time. He done too with Rock. And you know, after the last speech she had with him talking about she owned him, he definitely done it. Then this girl done got killed. And everything that done piled up with the Italians and the warning he kept giving Rock. Lou kept telling Rock, the Italians is not the same thing. When they come, they're going to come hard. But Rock being Rock. The main thing is, though, Rock saying that she is out. That, like, she is done with the dope game. Like, she completely about to be done and be legit. Now, we all looking around, and we done seen the trailer, too, so we know she not done. But I'm just saying, is she really, in her mind right now, at this moment, done? Or is something going to happen where it's going to push her to say, nah, I can't be done. I got to get up back out here and do this. But it's really Kanan, too, saying what he said to Jukebox as far, you think she really done? She is the game. That's Kanan words. So I don't know, man. I think it's the thing with Howard as far as her is they care about Kanan. She's probably trying to change her ways and her situation and what she been doing for Kanan. That's why she's probably trying to get out the game. But we definitely gonna have to see, man. But everybody's pretty much, they are trying to put the blame on Crown, pretty much, saying he the one and trying to point it towards him so they can lead the investigation off whatever they think could be happening with Rock, especially with everything that happened at the stash houses and the projects, and now they all over that and seeing that it was pretty much a drug organization being run out of there. So now the cops are everywhere, and that's pretty much what Howard trying to tell Kanan as far as, you know, the feds about to get involved now. But he not the only one that's talking about these cops. Your boy Sal and everything he had going down as far as what he did when he had the whole shootout and had everybody going after Rock organizations or whatever. But you know he got that warning for the big man that's pretty much running that city right now, or running that territory. So now he done made this big mess, and he got the police around, and now it seems like the police have already been kind of snooping around him, and he's saying this pot might be wide as far as his fishing spot. So he pretty much telling Sal to get your ass back to New Jersey. That's it. But I'm pretty sure this is not the last we're going to see of Sal, but I'm curious to see how this gonna play out because, like I said, we're watching the trailers. You seen that the dude that's over the territory where Rock is running, he gonna have a meeting with Rock, and I'm trying to see, is that gonna be the reason Rock just get jumped back in? Because I did forget about that scene in the trailer, and I'm thinking that's gonna be probably her push to get back in, because he's probably gonna start threatening her like, I'm gonna come after you, Kanan, I'm gonna do this and the third, blah blah blah. So we're gonna have to see how that play out. But once again, that dread, because I'm loving that the relationship development between Jukebox and Marvin, because of course, you know, her mama got shot trying to come to the house and, you know, talk to Rock or whatever. So we got that situation going on because she's pretty much going to have a funeral. Of course, the church running her funeral, and Marvin pretty much tells Jukebox that he'll go with her to be, you know, her support system or whatever. But I don't think she ends up going, but he does go. Marvin does go to, you know, support or whatever. So once again, you and we know, as far as the original Power, just how evil Jukebox and Kanan is. So that's the thing. What turns them into that? And that's what I'm loving, because this is the character development that we getting. They don't need no rush. Jukebox ain't nowhere near who she is in the original Power, and that's what I'm liking. Unique, Rock. I think a lot of us was thinking this wasn't going to happen anytime soon right now, but we knew this was coming because of the situation with Unique coming in and saving Rock in the season finale of season 2 or whatever. But he got this episode. Your boy Unique came in there and, yeah, he got that. He already in them seats. Rock said, hey. But you kind of see they been kind of on this little flirtatious thing somewhat, even in the previous season when that situation happened, especially now with her kind of having that situation with old girl in the store. Oh, I forgot her name, man. But you know, she did that whole play with the supply, who was her cousin, and now she got that situation going on. So I know they supposed to be popping back up too, but yeah, Unique and Rock. But I think Unique got his own little plan he got going on, because he got other things going on as far as his brother Ronnie. Because he pretty much shows back up at, you know, his baby mom's spot or whatever, and Ronnie is there. Ronnie is out of jail, Unique's brother, 3 years. And he was the one running the organization Unique was running before he went in, but you know everything that's gonna happen between Unique and Rock and the Italians and everything. So now Ronnie looking around like, how are you demoted and I left you in place to be the main guy? Ronnie, let's go ahead and be clear, is going to be an absolute problem. And I'm going to be honest, bro, I'm always afraid that this could be Unique's last season. Because this is what I feel like everybody been saying, but I feel like this is very possible that Ronnie is Breeze. It's his whole mannerism. He seems very calculated. And even as calm as he might seem, the way 50 Cent get that narration of the fact that this a nigga you supposed to stare from around because he's so wild. And that's another thing. It's the way he was in there watching that TV too. Because remember the way Kanan was kind of explaining it to Tariq, the way Ghost and them supposedly had killed Breeze, and the way he would come home every day and had this certain time where he watched Jeopardy and all of this and the third. That's interesting. I went back and kind of listened to some of the things about the Breeze situation as far as the original Power. And that's the thing too, because it's kind of some mixed things as far as the way they say Breeze was killed. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do that, which we got a long way from that. That's what I'm saying, because we ain't even got Breeze yet. Because I'm not sure Ronnie is Breeze, but it just seemed like they hitting towards the fact that you could tell Breeze on like shit that Unique got going on right now. None of it. But I think it's more so of him being out and saying, nigga, I want back in charge. I'm ready to take this shit back over. And the whole thing with what you and Rock got going on, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of this shit. The Italians, he probably not going to care about. I want to get back in the motion what I had going on. And even Unique trying to explain to Ronnie, like, yo, shit different, nigga. You been locked up. Stuff can't go in the same. And then the cops the way they is now. But you could tell Ronnie not trying to hear none of that shit. So I ain't going to front, man. I hope it ain't a situation where Ronnie going to be taking out Unique this season, or even a manipulation play where Ronnie gets Kanan to take out Unique. It's a lot that can happen, because this could come into where Kanan starts to develop that way outside of the manipulation he learned from his mama, but what he learns from Breeze, if this is Breeze as far as Ronnie. Not saying this is him, but I'm just saying. But man, it's going to be a lot of interesting things going on. But your girl Burke, man, she played it two ghosts. And you can see they set this shit up all the way through this episode as far as her. And everybody was just warning her. Even her girlfriend say, I'm done, man. You just don't listen. But it was really that push from Kanan. As far as him really telling him, like, yo, I don't care if she off the force, and I'm telling you, she's on it. She's coming. So your boy Howard pretty much have a little meetup with Burke. And honestly, I didn't see that coming because how you could, I'm telling you, Howard was dreading this. He did not want to do this. Even that conversation he had with the captain at the hospital or whatever, he was like, if Burke get up her own damn way, she can really be good police or whatever. And throughout, it seems like outside of him not wanting her to find shit out, it's his whole thing with trying to just protect Kanan, but you could tell he didn't want to do that. As bad as he seemed like he supposed to be, he is a bad cop, don't get it twisted. He's a dirty cop. Still, it seems like he did not want to take her out, but yeah, your boy, he starts to ask her certain questions like, what do you know? And she starts to break all the shit down. Like, your girl just straight up like, I ain't holding this shit in no more. I know everything. And before she can even finish her sentences, your boy, Howard takes her out. Boom. We talking, it's over, Burke. And we kind of seen it coming. I didn't even know it was going to come this soon, but that's what I love because we didn't anticipate this, an early death like this, especially with Burke. We thought it was going to be a little of a build-up, but we know it was going to come. But one thing I'm going to say about this to me is going to just make it show you how much worse or how bad it is going to be for Howard because you know this shit ain't going to end well when you do stuff like this because Burke wasn't no bad person. She was trying to do her job, honestly. So I do have predictions, and I think Kanan, of course, is going to be the one to take out Howard. I think that's going to, and I think it's going to come from some type of manipulation. Maybe not even from Rock, but from Breeze, who I think AKA is Ronnie. But we're going to see how this play out, man. This was definitely a good episode. Once again, this is why I say Power Book 3 Raising Kanan is the best spinoff series. And for everybody out there want to rush the process, don't let them do what they're doing. We don't need to see no Ghost of Tommy no time soon. Even if they do show up, I think there will be a final season appearance from them. Straight up. I don't think we'll get nothing from them. Well, I think we want to start getting this, maybe some certain moments with introductions from Ghost parents possibly. I've been seeing people talking about old buddy from The Wire who's going to be on here this season. The fat black dude that played the cop on The Wire that was McNulty's partner. I don't think he's his father, though. He looks like he's going to be too old. I don't think that's going to be his father. He might be kin or maybe got close ties to Ghost's actual father, but I don't think that's going to be his actual father. But it's going to be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. But this season already starting off with a blast. So y'all let me know how y'all feeling about the first episode of Power Book 3 Raising Kanan. Home Sweet Home. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload new videos. Other than that, we out.